Would you like to restore, refocus, reinvigorate, and reset your body and mind? Well, our friends Jamie Crosbie and Candice Westphal, the founders of re-tret, are putting together a 7-day wellness program in Laguna Beach, California, this upcoming October. This incredible all-inclusive package brings you expert guidance with daily mindfulness exercises and goal and purpose clarification to explore your personal wellness and self-care. From yoga instruction, meditation, sound baths, hiking, and Tai Chi activities, with daily spa treatments that include numerous spa amenities and healthy chef-prepared meals and snacks each day. This restorative retreat takes place October 2nd to October 8th at the Pearl in Laguna Beach, California. Click the links in the show notes of this episode or head on over to www.re-tret.com to inquire and book your spot at this relaxing retreat. The Laguna Beach Restorative Retreat by our friends at re-tret. It's time to do a reset.
Hey, Llama. Hey, how about a little something, for the effort, And he says, there won't be any money, but when you die, on your deathbed, you will receive total consciousness and a chance to listen to Thrive Loud with Lou Diamond. So I got that going for me, which is nice.
Want to learn from those that are taking their lives, their businesses, and their passions to the next level? Best-selling author of Master the Art of Connecting and professional speaker Lou Diamond is here to connect you to some of the most inspiring and amazing people on the planet. Get ready to thrive loud with Lou Diamond.
Welcome, everyone, to another spectacular episode of Thrive Loud with Lou Diamond, connecting you to the most inspiring and amazing people that are thriving each and every day. I'm your host, Lou Diamond. Today on Thrive Loud, we have two extraordinary women that started their careers a long time ago. I'm not putting a number on it, even though I have the number in my notes here. And they served as executive leaders for a few decades. They have shared a passion to live life to the fullest with great intention and wellness. Through their personal wellness journeys, they recognized the need in the marketplace for a comprehensive wellness company that customizes programs to the needs of the individual. They came back together to make that a reality through their new company called re-tret. And we're going to talk about it today. Thrive Loud listeners, Candice Westphal and Jamie Crosbie. Hello, Candice. Hello, Jamie.
Hi, Lou. Thank you for having us.
I have them in stereo on one screen. Viewers who will watch this on the video feed will be like, wow, that's really cool. They're awesome. And we've got they're not sisters, but they could be. I guess you could argue that. All right. So for those who are familiar, diehard Thrive Loud listeners, Jamie has been on this program before. It was a while ago. But Candice is new, but this is a new venture. So what I want to do, I'm going to start with you, Jamie. Jamie, how did you reconnect with Candice to come up with this idea?
Well, interestingly, we have been friends since we were 12 years old. Then we're sorority sisters, actually traveled through Europe together after college. Our first job in the staffing industry was together. And so we've had years and years of history and kept in touch throughout the years. But when I moved back to Kansas City, Lou, we reconnected just from a friendship perspective and just began talking about our mutual love for wellness, our passion to help others in this arena, and really sort of that second phase of our career, halftime, if you will. And we have so many synergies just personally, and we began to learn that we had so many synergies professionally in this passion. So we did what I often do, as you know, and Candice always does, which is make our dreams a reality.
Candice, so give a little background here. Let's talk about some of the work that you've been doing of late before you reconnected with Jamie. What was that specialty that you were focused on?
Sure. My career has always been in sales and marketing. Started out in entertainment business, worked for one of the biggest entertainment companies in the world. And then from there went into sports marketing and sales. and then also healthcare.
Wow. Okay. So two sales and marketing focused type people, or even, well, I was recruiting is really sales and marketing, even though I know that's where Jamie's
100%.
background comes from.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the problems in this world today. Okay. We've just gone through a 2-year fun roller coaster through the pandemic. Emerging out of it, a lot of things have emerged. A lot of people have adjusted the way they do business. A lot of people have come up with new ideas. Heck, a lot of people have been writing new books and new things that are going on. What was the eye-opening or the gap in the universe that the two of you said, this is something that we know needs to be filled and we're the people to help fill it? Jump ball, either one of you can answer.
Well, actually, the pandemic was a really big eye-opener because it changed the course of care for everyone. Now we were getting virtual care for everything. And so that delivery method became really easy and comfortable for a lot of people. I think it also gave everyone a sense of, wait a minute, how healthy am I? What is my immune system doing? Should I take this supplement? Should I take that supplement? There's so much news. There's so much noise going on. And there's really a gap in knowing exactly what to do. And we, through our own personal journeys, we've gone through all of this, and we're the type of people who give us the right information, give us the right path, and we'll follow it. Well, there isn't really that path out there. Mm-hmm. And so we really found that this was the right time and the right opportunity to bring people access to the right information, the right testing, and the right coaching to really move your wellness life to the next stage and just to identify where your base level is.
And Lou, I think it's so reactive, right? In the past, healthcare or wellness or your own individual personal growth has been so reactive for so many people. And then with this last crazy couple of years, I think people have a sense of, okay, life is short, life is challenging. How do I get a hold of this? Mm-hmm. How do I, live with intention and take my wellness really in my hands to understand it and have it be customized to me personally, not just an overall overarching journey for everybody that I'm trying to follow, but I don't really understand. So I think Retreat was born too out of the opportunity for people to proactively live that out.
Okay. I like it. You guys have taken the word re to a whole new level here. Listeners need to know we've got renew, regroup, reevaluate, relax, realign, reaffirm, recharge, and of course, retreat.
Do you see a theme there?
I do see a theme. And I actually want to take on another theme for those. We'll send the links to the websites this is specifically one of my favorite quotes from one of my favorite speakers. You can't change what's going on around you until you change what's going on within you. And that's from Zig Ziglar, which is on your website. And I'm actually, Jamie, I'll start with you on this. In your professional career and your other businesses that you have led, have you found that maybe you weren't taking advantage of that as well? Maybe you were too focused on changing stuff around versus figuring out fixing yourself?
Absolutely. I would agree with that 100%. And I think what I did initially in my career was I would see challenges and problems within companies and want to change them. Yeah. And part of that is why I have that spirit of being an entrepreneur. Like, I want to create this. But when I learned about mindset several years ago, and I think you remember that part of the journey, I really realized that this has to come from the inside out. And that's part of what we are creating, is looking at wellness from the inside out, because we can talk all day about health and nutrition, but if we don't start with ourselves and with our mindset, then we really never achieve our optimal wellness. And so, yes, I have found that. And when I discovered the power of mindset myself, true changes began.
Yeah. Candice, this is to your point. There's a lot going on in the world, and a lot of people are trying to figure out how to make their lives the most of what they can do today, take advantage of it. I always like to think of it, coming up with a curriculum to figure out how I'm going to solve the problem is pretty hard. How did you pick and choose what retreat was going to focus on first? Before I focus on who you focus on, I want to know the what of what you guys are focusing on.
It really came out of a personal experience, Lou, like most businesses do, right? I've had my own wellness journey over the past decade, and it wasn't until I found the specialized testing with the top labs in the industry on diagnostic testing that pulled open the curtain for me. I had been searching doctors and specialists and therapists and this and that, and take this, that'll fix everything. Do this, that'll change your life. Nothing worked.
Because it was just focused on symptoms, right?
It was just focused on symptoms.
Yeah.
Right. And it wasn't looking at specifically what was going on inside my body. And so I did this testing, and it pulled back the curtain on what was going on inside my body. And it was fascinating. And I get really giddy about it because it is so exciting to me that these simple blood tests that were really hard to find over 10 years solved so many problems for me.
Yeah.
And answered a lot of questions and gave me the exact roadmap on what I needed to do to move forward. It's remarkable. And for me, that was such a point of change. And I thought, why wouldn't everyone have the opportunity to these tests?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're right there. And it's been remarkable.
Jamie, let's drill down on what this is. So share with the listeners exactly what Retreat brings to the table. This is one aspect of it, so that they can understand exactly what this entails, so they can reimagine how to rethink about this. I'm going to do that all the rest of the show here.
You're so good. I love it. I love that you're taking on our theme. Yes. So as Candice mentioned, the testing is a huge game changer. And that's a wonderful step in the process to really understand what's going on from a nutritional deficiency standpoint, from your gut, brain health, all of it. Are there issues with your gut, with gluten, with any of those areas? Beyond that, though, and I think what's really unique about what we do is it's really a comprehensive wellness program. So we're looking at our entire circle of life. We're starting from the inside out with mindset and then looking at all the other pieces, but we're looking at our relationships, our community, really heart, soul, mind, body, and all of those things that encompass all of those important areas of our lives as a whole, and also looking at the individual. We call it bio-individuality. And so we have individual wellness programs that are one-on-one coaching that are customized to that individual. We have group wellness programs where someone can be a part of more comprehensive curriculum that's not as personalized, but is more cost effective if they would like a program like that. Of course, the testing fits in so many areas to really drill down on certain core things we want to work on. And we have wellness retreats that are experiential wellness and just such a time to renew and rejuvenate and regroup and dig deep. There's some curriculum in those moments, but it's also a lot of just self-care and hiking and yoga and cleansing and experiencing the outdoors and culture and things like that. So those are our most popular highlighted programs. There's some additional programs that people will see on our website that our home immersion, or mindset talks or things like that. Home immersion is where we dig deep and like, let's go through the pantry and
start throwing things out.
Yeah. Let's look at, the things you use to clean your house. Do you have clean products? The products you use personally. Let's go to the grocery store. If someone really wants that one-on-one, deep dive into their home environment.
And education along the way, not only do this and here are the products and services you should be utilizing, but really educating them on why they should be doing this and how it affects your body, how it affects your mindset and so forth.
And I just can't, I was just gonna say, I cannot stress enough how personal it is. So how customized it is to that individual in the individual wellness program, where it's really a program created, to walk alongside someone to help them fully live on purpose, with purpose in all these key areas of their lives.
I like it. Candice, who's this for? How is it meant for groups, individuals only? Who's the ideal audience for who's going to take advantage of re-tret?
Lou, it's funny how you start off down one path and you end up down another. Really, when we came together to build re-tret, we thought it's those executive women. That's who we are. You're running through the day. You are giving 200% to everyone around you from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed. And wouldn't it be nice to have this wellness coach along your side to tell you what, when, and how to do it? But the more that we get into this work, it's really fascinating to see that this really, not to be cliche, but can be for anyone. Lou, I know you like to golf, right?
I absolutely do. Yes.
Wouldn't you like to know how to have more endurance and longevity and focus on your golf game?
I just want the ball to go straighter, but yes, I would. I absolutely would love to be able to play more around.
You're like, my goal is really, really small here.
Yeah, I set very finite goals. Like, let's try and keep it on this fairway. That's really the one I'm trying to do.
Take it one step at a time.
That's kind of how I play golf as well.
But I totally get you. You're catering to those. The entire platform, as I see it, is trying to. That's actually the best word for it. You've created a platform and a movement that is, and I'm using this word correct, it's punny and correctly, a holistic with a W, holistic view of the holistic way of doing things here, right? Because that's what I'm noticing is you try to bundle together a whole series of stuff that are all part of all the intricate things that wellness has been addressing in silos. You guys have actually said, wait a minute, no, there's a whole thing we need to bring together and put this under one roof. Is that correct?
Yes, comprehensive. And so men and women and busy executives absolutely are a great recipient of the care that we provide, because we don't always stop and care for ourselves, but we are intentional people. So why not put ourselves first with that intention and purpose? But it truly can impact anybody. I think that is a place we both feel passionate about bringing this to the market.
And Lou, I think you hit the nail on the head with, as far as it being, there are so many silos out there doing a lot of different things, but to have one place who will do the testing, then will do the coaching with you and walk alongside you and guide you, and then have the supplementation and the retreats all in one area that all is talking to each other.
Yes, the supplementation, I forgot to mention that is a huge piece, because once you do the testing, then we can recommend, and you can go to our shop on our website to get good supplementation. So many people, Lou, just like go to CVS and buy stuff with fillers, and it's not made well. And we have the best of the best in the market that's available, but people are taking a lot of things they don't need to take. And so this really simplifies it for them, and they're taking the right things that are extremely high quality.
So you are two connectors. I like to say you're both master connectors. I've got the chance to see Jamie do some master connecting, literally bringing people together, and from a recruiting aspect of what she does. And Candice, now your career in all the areas you're doing that. This requires looping in a lot of different experts, to your point, medical professionals, different types of coaches, different expertise within there. Maybe give an idea of as the leaders and founders of this program, how you are throwing a lasso around all of this to be able to bring the best of all of these things together within Retreat.
That's such a great question, because obviously with our backgrounds, we are not the subject matter expert, as you would say, in the diagnostic testing, but we have partnered with the leading companies and clinicians that do this diagnostic testing. And we partnered with the top company, professional grade, pharmaceutical grade supplement company. And then we have a network of wellness managers that are the subject matter experts on whatever, the challenge is, if you will, or what that structure is. So we are really bringing together the best of the best, right, and making that accessible to everyone.
Absolutely. And I don't know if you know, Lou, but I got board certified in the area of integrative nutrition. So I come to this with some education and passion behind that, as well as Candice with that passion behind it and a personal journey in it.
So now comes the fun questions, even though they've all been fun so far, because
they've been so fun. You are fun.
We try to be. So there's a difference between having worked in the areas successfully, as you both have in the past, and now we're working together, and you're also obviously friends on all of that. Can we talk about where the lines are drawn and how you guys are putting this together? Or has there been tension? Has there been disagreement? I just love to ask partners these questions.
Wait, I love this, because this is what my partner gave me for my birthday.
Oh my goodness. So listeners need to know that it looks like they're customized Barbie type things in re-tret, customized like dolls.
Yeah, executive.
Both to be executive. Look at this. This is phenomenal. I know. I'm taking a picture of it here, just like with my phone here, because it's that awesome.
Lou, the best thing about our relationship, because we've known each other since we were 12, I think I'll speak for myself, but we have immense respect for each other. And if something is not working for one of us, we say, this is not working. Yeah. Let's talk about it. And, we just talk it out. And what is most important to us is our relationship. And I think we respect each other so much, and we build each other up, and we believe so much in one another that we trust each other.
Yeah. And so we balance each other really well.
We really balance each other.
Yeah. I mean, I move quickly, and Candice is like, let's make sure and get it right. And, I'm like, you're slowing me down, but it's so much better than I could have ever imagined it to be, because you made it so much better. So we really haven't had any work fights. I'm sure we've been irritated from time to time, but like it might last 10 seconds and we're like, okay, you're getting on my nerves. Like, but we really haven't had to say that yet.
Yeah. So let's talk about what you guys want out of this. And I'm not talking about whatever the gains are and all the models of what people would be paying. We know that there's a component to that, but talk about, you have such a wide net of things that you're offering and helping people with, that the results of what might be coming out of this could be totally different, right? From those that are going to retreats, who are trying to get wellness, versus those who are trying to get healthy and well. Have you figured out maybe what's going to make you guys happy in knowing that this thing is working? What are those metrics, maybe for each of you individually? I'd actually like to hear it. Let's do that. I'll go Candice first and then Jamie next, as to what would you'd consider this to be a home run for you if this were to continue to work with the way that you have envisioned it.
Selfishly, personally, to be able to work with Jamie and build this type of platform to share with other people, it truly is a dream come true. And we are having so much fun building it and learning and, moving it on to the next step. And then obviously, if we change lives, people have that light bulb moment that we've had. Again, I get very giddy about it, and it's silly, but it really has been life-changing for me. So if I could save someone 10 years of heartache, expenses, all of that, with providing this information, it's a home run.
But before you go, Jamie, hold on. Where is she? When she opened up with that, just the honor to work with Jamie, she just put all the pressure on you for what you want to get out of it.
I mean, and like, what can I say? There's nothing else to say except I get to work with Candice. But truly, like, to be able to work together and do our passion. I mean, we call it our passion project. Like, it is truly something we both had in mind for such a long time, and it's a dream come true. What I was going to say before she did that to me was just what you really ended with, which is changing lives. Like, for me, if I just think of what I want to do in terms of impacting the world, I want to help other people live fully on purpose, with purpose, which is a lot of, I mean, that really says what we do. And to know that we are really impacting people's lives by helping them be their best, by helping them get to live fully and be all that they were created to be, is the biggest privilege and the biggest outcome that I think we both really, really, really desire.
Let's do the admin part of the show, because I'm going to have an extended version of Fun Street here on Thrive Loud. Whoever wants to take it, share with the listeners the websites, the URLs, the social handles, whatever they are. I'll take care of some other admins that the listeners will get to hear on the program. But from you guys, at least give them an awareness for those that where they know it and they can check out re-tret so they can learn more.
Awesome.
Sure. You can find us at re-tret.com, re-tret.com. So a little play again on the R word. Retreat spelled a little different, so you'll remember it. From there, on the top right corner, there is a Let's Talk button, and we offer a 30-minute, complimentary consultation. So in the consultation is whatever you want to talk about. It doesn't have to be about learning more about the business. If you want to, learn if you are taking the right supplements, you have 30 minutes. If you want to learn about mindset training, you want to find out the biggest inflammatory foods. So anyone's welcome to go to re-tret.com, let's talk, book a complimentary call with us. And then also on our website, you can click our social media pages as well.
Yes. And so on Instagram, we are re-tret well. So re-tret well, re-tret well. And Facebook as well.
Is re.well.
We'll put the links there. We'll put the links to make sure.
But again, if you go to our website, all the connectors to social media are there.
Yes.
As well.
We'll also put, for the listeners, you can also check out the LinkedIn profiles of these two rock stars as well, because they're both on there and they have such great careers and great, cool stories. And they've got a great opportunity. As you can tell by the podcast album cover art, if you would, they're spectacular looking as well. So, they're just going to make you feel like you need to retreat and go with it. So,
thanks, Lou.
All right. So normally I ask a question. I'm going to save that one for the end, a question about what you do when you're having trouble thriving, because I actually have a different take on it. I'm going to push that to the end. I want to go to the Fun Street here with you guys. And the way this is going to work is we're going to ping pong this. I'm going to go Candice, Jamie, Candice. I'm going to ask you a question. I want the first thing that comes to your mind. These are things that lift you up, motivate you, reinvigorate you, re-inspire you, reignite you, basically make you thrive. So I'm going to ask them. I want the first thing that comes to your mind. And by the way, there are no wrong answers because they're just your answers. So You guys ready to go? We call this the speed round of Fun Street. Ready?
We're ready.
Let's go.
All right. So just because Candice is new to this, I'm going to start with Candice. We're Candice, Jamie, Candice that way. Right? Candice.
Got it.
A song that you love to hear, or maybe one that pumps you up.
Really, Copacabana by Barry Manilow.
That's spectacular. Jamie, a song you like to hear.
What a feeling. What a feeling.
Irina Cara.
Don't sing.
Irina Cara.
On the whole podcast.
You got it from Flashdance. Jamie, a favorite food that is not a dessert.
Sushi.
Candice, favorite food, not a dessert.
Salmon.
Candice, favorite dessert.
Brownies.
It's very healthy, of course.
Brownies.
Brownies. Jamie, your favorite dessert?
Chocolate molten, where it's warm and gooey.
Okay, Jamie, an activity you wish you did more of?
Hiking.
Candice.
I just need to live in the mountains.
You do? Okay. Candice, an activity you wish you did more? Swimming. Candice, an activity you wish you did less of?
Grocery shopping.
Same question to you, Jamie.
Driving.
Driving.
I have 2 teenagers, but they're not driving yet.
Oh, well, that'll change soon. They'll be driving you soon.
Yeah.
Jamie, if I were to snap my fingers and you could be anywhere in the world, where are you?
Telluride.
Candice, where are you?
I am in St. Bart's, floating in the magnificent water outside of Nikki Beach.
Oh my goodness. That was very specific. By the way, obviously, I know you've been to Telluride. Jamie, have you been to this location? Yes, you have.
Oh yeah.
She's like, oh yeah. All right.
I think she's there right now.
Yeah, I think that's
in my mind. In my mind.
So I said I push this because I want to ask this question because I think 2 people like you guys have a skill set, which is the ability to rebound. And I meant that intentionally. And when you guys have had your troubles or your dilemmas or struggles, even pulling this whole initiative together, I'm sure there are things that you go to that you each do individually to help you get back on the thriving track. I've asked that question to Jamie before, but I'm actually curious. Jamie, I'll start with you and then I'll go with Candice. Today, maybe what is that thing that you need to do or person you need to seek out to get yourself back thriving when you're not?
I would say seeking out best friends for sure. I feel like just surrounding ourselves in community helps to thrive when you're not thriving on your own, having those stand around you. And I think like just starting my day with positive affirmations or a meditation, prayer, those types of things.
Candice?
Lou, you're going to laugh. I retreat.
It was like a bump set spike set up here in volleyball setup, but yes, you retreat.
But truly, I go within. I have to go within myself. I walk, I sleep, I think, and I have to go in before I can go out and find the energy that I need. So I do retreat inside myself.
I like it. Well, I got to tell you, we got to the end here, and I knew we would because this was, the most, the most resourceful, the most reactive, the most superstar people we could have on. Candice Westphal, Jamie Crosbie. Success to you and to Retreat. We'll put all the links in there. Listeners, go check out the top of the episode. You probably heard an ad beforehand to hear about a special promotion about a retreat taking place later this year in 2022. Which sounds so spectacular. I only wish I was able to go to it, but you guys should go. We're going to plug when it happens. I'm sure there will be other ones to do as well. We'll keep you in the loop there in social handles. And Candice and Jamie, thank you so much for coming on the program today.
Lou, we loved our time with you. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Lou.
Truly a pleasure. And to all our listeners out there, thank you for joining us. And until next time, keep moving onward and upward. And remember, be brief, be bright, be gone.
You've been listening to Thrive Loud with your host, Lou Diamond. Check us out on the web at thriveloud.com and follow us on Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook at Thrive Loud. And check us out on the Good Pods app at Thrive Loud, where you can follow, listen, and connect directly to Lou and all of the Thrive Loud episodes. Thanks for listening.